Hey, what's going on? Daniel here. Welcome back to another video. I'm coming to you live from Tirana, Albania, which is where I'm working from as a digital nomad. If you don't know me, I've been traveling for well over a year, full-time, working remotely, and I make videos like this helping you become better nomad. So if you're planning to go that route, giving you information as much as I can in order to make your transition as seamless as possible. If you're looking for more lifestyle content, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I'll leave it here on the screen. I post there almost daily, giving you an insight into what my daily life is like and just showing you around the cities that I'm in at any point in time. So go do that. In this video, I want to share with you what my expenses are in Tirana, Albania. So if you're looking to come here as a digital nomad, this video is going to give you some ideas into what I spend in 1 week. What you can expect to spend. Of course, this is not very typical. It might be different for you, as it is different for almost everyone who lives here. Some of our requirements are different in terms of where we want to stay, the food we want to eat, and the activities that we want to participate in. So if you find this video helpful, consider subscribing or just leave a comments down in the comment section down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. So I have all of my expenses here in my notebook, and I'll be looking down here to just glance into my notebook just to give you some accurate numbers. So regardless of where you live in the old world, accommodation is going to be your biggest expense, and it's no different here in Albania. If you're looking to come here, of course, it's going to be a little bit more on the less expensive side, especially if you make Western money. And in the last 1 week, I've been in this Airbnb that I've rented out on a weekly basis. I'll be here for the next 1 week, and I actually got a discount on the service fee, so I'm not paying the full price for it. But in the last 1 week, I spent about $175 on this apartment here. So that's been my expense, my biggest one since I got back here in Tirana. This is my second time here, by the way, and I know my way around pretty much. So $175 on accommodation. And of course, if you want to get accommodation from a local person, maybe you found one on Airbnb, you can negotiate and have them, receive cash or have you pay cash to them. That is almost the cheapest way to do it. I've seen people book, entire apartments like the one I have right now, fully furnished apartments, for about $500 a month, which is like a very good deal if you are in the center of Tirana. So let's go to the next expense, which is food. As someone, personally, I don't do a lot of cooking, but I still, prefer to save some money. Who doesn't, right? Save some money on food. I typically just, walk down the road, just find some, really great local street food or something that is very local to this place. And typically it costs anywhere between $4 and $10, depending on where you go. You can spend as low as 500 lek, Albanian lek, and you can spend as high as 1,000 Albanian lek. But I tend to see that the sweet spot is between 500 and 800 lek. That's when you get the best food and get comfortable with some drinks and just have a good time generally. So this week, in the last 1 week that I've been here, I've spent about 2,000 lek eating out, going to the local restaurant down the road from me. It's called Opa Greek Street Food. It's like a Greek food, and it's really good. It's one of my favorite places here if I'm looking for something international. So I've spent 2,000 Albanian lek, which is about $20 US in the last 1 week. Now let's go to phone plan. Now if you're coming to Albania, it's I would advise that you get a phone that you can switch out SIM cards. I do have a Google Fi that I use, but I found that if I buy a local SIM, I'll be spending about $30 less in a month than I would be spending if I get a local SIM versus if I'm using my Google Fi. So I have a phone that I use that I just switch out SIMs wherever I go. When I was in Nigeria, I bought a local SIM. When I'm now that I'm here in Albania, I bought a local SIM as well. So that cost me 2,500 lek, which is equivalent to about $25 US. So if we break that down into 4 weeks, so it's going to cost me about 625 Albanian lek or $6.25 per week. So that gives you unlimited calls and texts and 35 gigabytes of internet. And I don't think you would be using a lot of that 35 gigabyte in a month, because the apartment that I'm in right now has a really strong Wi-Fi, and as is most apartments here if you're getting from a trusted person. So 625 Albanian lek for my phone plan. Now let's go to groceries. Now, groceries is one of the things that I love most about Albania is, the cost of the groceries here. It's all fresh, all natural. So you can be sure that you're getting the best, for your buck. So in the last 1 week, I, spent about 1,500 lek, which is about 15 US dollars on groceries. Got some tomatoes, some onions, got some milk, something to just make my tomato stew and spaghetti, and I got some water, and that's pretty much it. So it's not like I went full blown, all out on grocery shopping. I just got some of the things that I would need. So that, has been able to last me a week. I only eat a big meal once a day. So I'm not like, the ideal person to, to listen to when it comes to grocery shopping, but I tend to do my best. So in the last 1 week, I spent 15 US dollars or 1,500 Albanian lek on groceries. Now, let's go to transportation. So if you're here in Albania, you will find that the city of Tirana is pretty much walkable depending on where you live. But if you're the type of person who loves walking like I do, you will enjoy living in this city. But if not, some places are just like, a tad farther down than you would normally want to walk, especially in this weather, about 100-degree weather almost every day. So you don't want to walk in that. And sometimes you need to meet up with people and you want to be there on time. So you want to take taxi. And this week I've taken about 4 taxis and I've almost walked everywhere. And in this week alone, I spent about 2,000 Albanian lek on transportation, which is equivalent to about 20 US dollars. So the taxi meter starts around 300 lek and it goes anywhere from 400 lek to about 1,000 depending on where you're going. But this week I spent about 2,000 lek, which is equivalent again to 20 US dollars. Activities. There's not a ton of stuff to do here, but sometimes you find that people invite you to stuff. And I've met people here since I've been back here, and I've been invited to 2 different events or 2 different activities so far this week. I've been to the Hemingway Jazz Festival here in Tirana. Really great, really great jazz festival. Lots of good music, lots of food. Lots of drinks as well, and lots of good people. And as well as the pottery, event that I went to the pottery shop. It's called Clo and Pottery. So you wanna, go learn some pottery, how to make mugs and bowls and all of these things. It's a great place to do that. Spent about, I believe, 3,000 Albanian lek, which is around 30 US dollars on that. And for the jazz festival, I spent 2,500 lek, which is equivalent to 225 US dollars on that. So combined in this week, I've done 2 activities, which in combined total spent about 55 US dollars on that. Of course, I'm not going to be doing that every week. I don't expect to be participating in anything for the next 1 week or 2 weeks. In fact, it's been really good to at least, be out there and to just have fun, because that's the whole purpose of being a digital nomad, so that you can work and so that you can, just enjoy the places that you are. So in total for this week, I've spent 27,125 Albanian lek, which comes to about 237 US dollars for this week. And I can tell you categorically right now that this is a lot of money for me to spend. It's not that I cannot afford it, but the fact that I'm here and I'm not the kind of person that goes all out and do stuff every single day. And I don't expect to be spend this much money every week because I just don't participate in that many things. But I do try my best to enjoy the local scene and just to have some fun while I'm anywhere. So $237 is what I've spent so far this week. I envisage that I'm going to spend even less next week and the weeks after that. But if you're coming here, this would be around what you will be spending, regardless of what you do or who you are or what your interests are. So use that as a baseline if you're coming to Albania. So this is how much I've spent. And if you're just wondering what I do, I'm a freelance marketing strategist, and a lot of my work is, 100% of my work is remote, and I really enjoy what I do. And if you're looking for more information about how to get visas and how to do all these things, health insurance, health declaration, I'll leave a link down below to a service that I use. It's called iVisa, and if you use that link, of course, it's gonna help support this channel, and I just get a kickback on every transaction that is done through my link. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, consider subscribing again. Leave a comment down below and go follow my Instagram if you want to see more lifestyle content. Again, my name is Daniel, and I will see you in the next